Hey fam, welcome back to Love Like Low. This is Low, and if you didn't see the last video, look honey, I'm recording in the booth today because it's raining outside. So I hope that you guys enjoy this. I have some messages that I had written down back in March that I never gave, and Spirit said now's the time to put these out. So we're gonna be doing these now. So today's message is going to be from the ancestors, from your ancestors. It's going to be a little bit of a tough love message. A lot of you who've been having relationship problems or friendship problems, any type of relationship. So this could be family, friends, or I would just say be ready because it's going to be a little saucy. Y'all know how the ancestors come through me. It'd be saucy. So I'm going to read to you guys the message that I wrote down in my channeling book, and then we are going to go forward with receiving any additional messages that are necessary. All right, let's get into it. I call forth my spirit team and my ancestors, the ancient ancestors, the spirit team, higher self, and I am presence of myself and those that are watching that are meant to hear this message today. I ask that Spirit allow that these messages come clear and succinct through me in their best and highest time in the way that everyone here can perfectly understand. I call for source into this vessel to replenish the energy and to give forth the light that is needed to those that will hear this message now. Okay, let's get into it. Guys, I am still getting over a cold, so my nose might be a little stuffy. Y'all, I'm like suffocating in this booth. Oh my God. Air. I'm gonna see if I can like leave it cracked a little bit. So let's get into it. Allow your mind to be more open. Do you think that relationships are all about you? Wake up. There are two human beings that make up a relationship. You can't see that your selfish behavior of always thinking about me leaves you all the fuck alone. If you can't take the time to put yourself in other people's shoes without thinking out of your own personal trauma, it is time to sit down and do some inner work. You're always so high and mighty, saying you deserve better and excellence. But when you look at yourself in your partnerships, are you giving that? Buck the fuck up. The world is reflecting what you dish out. If you feel like you ain't getting shit, I'm hearing those are your words, and always getting BS, then how about you stop dishing it out? P.S. from the ancestors, don't submit any more petitions if it's not about working on you, petty bitch. That was a little intense. It was like stirring the mother on your ass, but like almost I'm about to slap the taste out your mouth. So let's see what the ancestors have to elaborate on. Okay, so here we go. First of all, stop complaining all the damn time about shit that you do too. So Spirit's like, don't think that we're gonna give you better than you give to other people, okay? And sometimes you think that you are being like a oh so gracious, sweet person, but in reality, your own selfishness and your own ability not to turn inward and see yourself, especially in relationships in particular, you can't see that those people are mirroring you. And because you can't see that, you play the victim. But the point of the matter is, you're not the victim. You're you. And they are also themselves, but you only attracted them as a reflection of yourself. And in this moment, Spirit is saying, it is not that you're to blame for their actions because they're responsible for their actions, but you are to blame the way that you perceive other people. And the way that you perceive other people from a victim place is because those people are mirroring what you are giving to them. The same bullshit, the same lower vibrational frequencies in which you want better and excellent. Therefore, you need to give better and excellent, even if you don't think that the person deserves it. Because what you want is for someone to treat you with that kind of respect and honor and excellence, even if they don't think that you deserve it, correct? Something that Spirit wants you to understand is what you put out is what you get back, period. Sometimes when we do efforts to put out good, but the unconscious is constantly putting out negativity, then that cancels out our good and we only get negativity. Like a sprinkle of pepper in a bag of salt of good, and the salt being the negative, right? We need to cleanse out currently what you're putting out. And the way to do that is to turn inside and do some shadow work. Now, some of you have shadow work specifically around a father wound if you are a feminine, but I'm hearing just in general father wound. Okay, mother wound may be prominent in some of you, or you may attract people who have mother wounds because you yourself have a father wound. It is a reflection. So it's not always the same, but the wounding may be similar. For example, if someone was abandoned by their mother, saying that they were there, but they weren't there emotionally, mentally there, but they were there physically, right? They weren't supportive in that way. But then you have a father wound of abandonment where your father left, or your father was only there as the masculine figure, the head honcho of the house, and nothing more. Then you both have similar wounding, and you trigger each other, and you trigger that wounding, and the opposites are how it manifests. Spirit right now wants you to see the pattern in which you are attracting people into your life, friends, family, and partners. Look at it clearly and see it for what it is. Some of you have been healing this, but some of you have gotten so spiritually high that you feel that you don't have shit that stank. And in the words of Andre 3000, yo shit stank, okay? You think your shit smell like roses, but that shit stank. So I need you to wake the fuck up to that stinking ass palace shit. Do you understand me? And go clean that shit up. See it for what it is. I'm hearing for you, journaling may be good. Journaling how you speak in your mind. Don't try to be all lofty and cute and spiritual, whatever it is that you do when you're trying to put on some type of face, some type of front. Spirit is saying, cut that fucking shit out right now. Wake the fuck up. Speak how you speak. So when you read that shit back, you can hear how you talk, not only to yourself, but to everyone else. Because even though when you're alone and that shit is like times 1,000, somebody is getting that slipped into your nice face and it's ugly. Does that make sense? And the selfishness that's embedded in that is not about you taking time for yourself. It's about the way that you take time for yourself. It's about the way that you do for yourself. Do you do for yourself in the means of stepping on others, from taking from others, or from simply blindsiding others? There's a very specific person watching this message who says, I am not being selfish. I do so much for everybody else, and I barely have time for myself. And you're telling me the only time that I get to myself, I'm being selfish. No. The way in which you take that time, the way in which you give to others is not from a selfless place. It's from a selfish place. You want to give in order to receive something from them, whether that's love, admiration, validation, etc. But you don't need that from them, no matter how much you do and how much they give or don't give back to you. It will never be enough because you're not receiving it from yourself. The fact that you don't have enough time for yourself is the exact reason why you're being selfish. You're trying to serve wounding. Does that make sense? Instead of, that's your ego. You're serving the wound when you're supposed to be healing the wound. Spirit would like you to take time to work on that, to love on that, to see that and dismantle it. No more people pleasing, no more overgiving. Give to the self. Stop doing petitions to protect yourself. Do petitions to turn inward and receive the fullness of yourself and to heal. Spirit no longer wants you to point outward and say, they are the reason, they are the problem, they are not. You are. Because you're attracting it. You're feeding into it. And you're giving it energy. Is there anything else that needs to be said now? This is a tough love message. Spirit says, this is it. So take this and walk with it. It's not sweet to hear. It doesn't feel good. It's not a feel-good message. It's a fucking check on your ego. And it's time that you do one so that you can take this next level up. Because a lot of things are being held in escrow until you get that shit together, or you're gonna ruin it. Does that make sense? So take the next few weeks, tidy that motherfucker up, and get ready to receive. I'll see you on the next one. I love you. I hope that you've enjoyed this message. I'm sorry that it was such a ass pounder. Please check out my videos. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much for supporting me and liking the video. Tell me how you're experiencing this down in the comments. I love to hear from you guys down in the comments. It makes my day. And I just wanted to say, if you haven't already, please check out my song Melchizedek on all listening platforms under the artist name The Alchemical Oracle. I love you guys. I hope that you continue to enjoy and prosper. And I hope that the next time you see one of my videos, you're on your way to getting that blessing. I love you guys. And have a great day. Bye.